Okay, it is 5 days until the announcement, and I've just today started posting like little teasers online, like on my Instagram and stuff, and it's so funny seeing people's response because at the moment they have no clue what's going on. I feel so evil, but it's so fun to see people being so confused. I still have some stuff to organise before the announcement, but I can't wait to just like get this off my chest. I mean, by the time that this is posted on YouTube, you probably already know what the announcement is if you follow me on TikTok. Yeah, I've got like a little to-do list before the announcement day. One of them is getting my Etsy shop reopen again. I've been working really hard on some really cool things. This is a tea light holder. I love this one. It's gorgeous. So the announcement is on Thursday, and I want to get my Etsy shop open on Tuesday. And that is because when the announcement is open, the link in my bio of my social media, which is now my Etsy shop link, will be replaced with a different link. So I want to get all this out of the way first. But oh my days, I'm so excited. So on my post where I just put number 5, people are actually starting to guess, and someone has actually put a book, which is the first time that anyone's actually said that. 4 days now until announcement day. I'm actually so proud of myself how good I've been so far at, like, obviously with my Tourette's it's been so hard, like, because I do blurt it out sometimes. But I'm so proud of myself. I've done so well for months. I can't wait though. I want announcement day to hurry up. 3 days now until announcement day. It's so close and I don't even know how I'm going to announce it. Like, what do I even say? It's so amazing, and I don't even know where to start, but you're gonna love it. I mean, I hope you do. I'm pretty sure you will. I'm just currently reading through what I have so far, because I really feel like I'm coming to the end of it now. So what's the date today? It's the 22nd. The announcement is on the 25th. Beans, but I have to be finished this by the 30th, and I really feel like I'm getting there. I am so proud of myself. Like, you really don't realise the work that goes into stuff like this. Like, like, I never really realised. I knew that obviously it took a while, but when you're actually doing it yourself, you really realise how time consuming and how long it takes, and like the process of it. So it's been really eye-opening. Hi! 2 days until the announcement. I haven't had the best day health-wise. My neck is just like, it's not completely fluffy, like I can still move it a little bit. I can't like keep it in the middle where it should be. A couple more things that need to be done, but we are so getting there. Beans! Oh, the announcement is tomorrow! My neck and all my muscles are all better after my FND episode last night, which is really good because I have stuff to do. I cannot actually put into words how I feel. I don't even know what to say. Ah! My legs are still quite bad, so I'm struggling to stand up. The announcement is in like an hour and 15 minutes. Here's my announcement day. Boogie. Beans. Tourette's got a bit excited. I've got everything ready, everything in my drafts ready to post. I really hope people are as excited as I am. I can't wait to see people's reactions. Everyone seems to think I'm pregnant. Beans! Which I'm not. Someone actually said, oh, she's cured from Tourette's. Like, I wish, but no. I am on cloud 9 right now. People are actually pre-ordering already, and like the response, it's only been a few minutes and the response is amazing. Hi Hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed that little intro. That was just sort of, well, it was a long intro, it was like 5 minutes, but it was just to really give you an insight into the days leading up to what's been going on and like what it's been like behind the scenes. I know you're probably wanting me to just get on with it, so I will tell you early on right now. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you will already know what's happening, but if you haven't, and you haven't guessed already, I have written a book. My book is called My Non-Identical Twin, and I don't actually have a non-identical twin. It is sort of like a metaphor referring to my Tourette syndrome. I've sort of painted it out to be this whole other character that is just, it's me, but not me. So it's like naughty and like mischievous and just a pain in the arse. And my non-identical twin was just a perfect way to describe it. So this is the draft front cover. It is not the real thing. This was just something that we had to put out there so that it could go on Amazon and Waterstones and stuff. But this is what it looks like. That is something that we still have to work on. In terms of actually producing a book, we're not in early days because I've almost finished the writing. However, we still have a lot to do during the build-up of when it actually is released. So the release date of when my book is coming out is October the 28th, 2021. I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking that's ages away. I don't want to wait that long. I know how you feel, I kind of feel the same. For me, I know it's not the same for you guys, but for me, I'm just gonna enjoy the process of watching my book come together, because I've been keeping this a secret so they reached out to me November 2020, so it's March now, coming to the end of March really. So I have kept this a secret for 5 months, and I think I've spent about maybe 3.5 of those months actually writing the book, because you don't just start writing a book as soon as they reach out to you. There's a lot that has to be talked through first. I mean, I was totally taken by surprise when this company reached out to me, who, by the way, are like the loveliest team of people like I've ever met. They're so nice, and they've been so amazing to work with. I know you're probably watching this, so hi. And when I got that message, I was like, is this real? Because I've had messages from things before and it's not genuine. So I saw this and I was like, I thought it might be a scam until I checked out the book company, and I was like, this is a real thing, like this is an actual book company. So they reached out to me, it was the 25th of November exactly. Just a really lovely, friendly message, and as soon as I saw the word book company, I was like, oh my god, let me look at this message right now, because this is by far the biggest thing I've ever done. I've had a few people reach out to me about other things, which is really exciting, but because of COVID they just kind of fell through. Whereas this is something that you don't even need to be in person for. I've met this team on Zoom call many times obviously, but we've never met in person, and it's felt like such an amazing thing to do during lockdown. Not a lot of people can say that they wrote an actual book during lockdown. I don't know what the COVID situation is going to be like in October when it comes out, but that really is an awesome achievement. Ha! Oh, it feels so good to have it off my chest. I cannot tell you guys how hard this has been to keep a secret. Like, even before my Tourette's was severe, I was quite an impatient person. I get excited about things. I'm not very good at keeping excited secrets. Ha! But with my Tourette's, or my non-identical twin, they just blurt stuff out. And like, it's just so annoying. So I don't know if you've seen my TikTok. This was how I announced the book actually on TikTok. I put together all the clips from live streams or that I've had to edit out of my YouTube videos, so you might recognise a few clips from which video they're from, of me saying I'm writing a book. And it's just been an absolute nightmare for 5 whole months. But honestly, now that it's out there, I just have this huge weight off, and to actually be talking to a camera knowing that you're all gonna see it, it's just like So although the 28th of October feels like a really long way away, it is only 7 months, and I don't know, that kind of does sound like a lot, but then it kind of doesn't. Like, we're getting there, and I bet it'll just, time will fly by, hopefully. Beans. And I'm not just going to keep you guys waiting for 7 months, I'm going to be bringing out a lot of other stuff in the meantime, so don't worry about feeling really impatient. Once the writing is done, the writing has to be done in 4 days, so that'll be out the way in no time. I'm really going to start working on my Etsy shop as well. Obviously, just when the writing's done, it doesn't mean that my job doing the book is finished, because it's not. I have a lot more to do. But I will also have way more free time than I did before to start bringing out Etsy stock more regularly. So hopefully that will keep you guys a bit more patient and a bit more settled, because I know that it does seem like a long wait, but if I can hold in this secret for 5 months, you can wait 7 for it to come out. Beans. I can't believe I haven't actually said this yet. This is really stupid of me. I've put in a link in the description so that you can go and pre-order the book if you want to. I'm not going to force you, but it means that if you do pre-order, it means that October the 28th, the day that it is released, you will be one of the first people to receive it. It will be sent to your home, and you will get it the very day that it releases, which is really cool. I kind of want to pre-order it myself, but I imagine that I'll be receiving it early on too. So the link down below will take you to sort of lots of different things that you can click on, so because not everyone wants to buy it from the same place. So there's Amazon, there's Waterstones, a few other like book places which aren't as well known, but still really nice if you want to get them from there as well. Which brings me on to my next thing. It hasn't even been 24 hours and my non-identical twin is #1 on Amazon in, I think, 3 different categories. I can't actually quite process it. It just doesn't feel real, you know? I mean, honestly, a massive thank you to everyone who's pre-ordered already, because that is why my book has already gone up to #1 in a few different categories. And I'm in the top 100 overall, so just all books in general. I'm 77th at the moment, so it'll be really interesting to see if that goes up over time. I can't actually believe it. It's stuff like this. I have honestly, really, I'm not just saying this, I have poured my heart and soul into this book. This book has everything, literally everything about me. I'm not joking. There's a few really like personal details which are left out. So, you know, some slight details about my mental health story, which I've left out because it's just way too much for the whole world to know, and I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. But other than a couple of things, I've put everything out there because I wanted this book to be as real as it can be. I wanted this book to be very raw, because the things that I have gone through are very raw, you know? So I talk in detail about what it's like to be paralysed, what it was like at school, because I don't know if you know this, but I was homeschooled. Some of you do know already. I was homeschooled for a little while, so I've gone into detail about that, the leading up to it. So I talk about just my whole time being in like educational things, so school, homeschooling, college, and the college chapter then leads on to go into detail about my selective mutism. Mutism is something that I have never really been open about before. It was only maybe, it's only in the last month or so that I have put it out there on social media. I did an Instagram post and a TikTok post, and then that's it. I just left it because it's just so, it was an awful time. Beans! But I've really opened up in this book. This book has been my therapy during lockdown, I'm telling you. I'm allowed to tell you some of the different chapters, just to sort of, let you know what it's going to be like, and sort of really let you know if you would be interested in reading it, which hopefully you will be. So some of you from my TikToks and stuff were really intrigued about my gymnastics journey. So I have talked about that in huge length from the very start to the very finish. So I started gymnastics when I was 3. So I started from when I was 3 all the way up to when I was 16. So it was a really long journey with ups and downs and awful injuries, and I've talked about all of that. Of course, the main aim of my book, as it says in the subtitle, is to let you guys know what it's like living with Tourette syndrome. Ha ha! Because not everyone knows what it's like to live with a completely life-changing disability. Because that's what Tourette's is, it is life-changing. So I really wanted to give you an insight into what my day-to-day life is like and the different things I've experienced regarding Tourette's. How Tourette's has affected me. So you guys know that I'm a mandala artist. I talk about becoming a mandala artist as well, but also how am I a mandala artist with Tourette's syndrome? Like, surely I would just scribble over everything. I talk about that in my book. Ha! But a lot of the book is very focused around Tourette's syndrome because that is such a huge part of my life. That was the aim of this book. It is such a huge part of me. Ha ha! And regardless of whether you have tics or Tourette's or you don't, I really think this book could benefit you. Around 1 in 4 adults will experience mental health at some point in their lives. So even if you don't have tics or Tourette's, I have opened up a lot about mental health, and I've put in lots of different coping strategies, how I recovered from certain disorders that I had. I still have some that I haven't recovered from, but I'm in one of the best headspaces I have ever been in. In fact, not one of the best, it is the best. I've never been this stable, this well. I don't want this video to be really cringy, but I really wanted the readers of my book to know that they're not alone and that I'm listening. Haha! To anyone who reads it with FND, FND is an extremely misunderstood condition, and I want people to know that they're valid, and regardless of the experiences or the discrimination that they've experienced, I want them to know that I believe them and I know what it's like. So I like to think that there's a little bit in this book for everyone. I'm watching this back just now and I'm editing it, and I've just realised I forgot to mention something really cool that I know a lot of you will be interested in. So 2 or 3 or so pages of my book will be sort of pages of mandalas which I have specially designed, hand-drawn, original designs by me, which will be left plain for you guys to colour in. Some of you have been asking for a colouring book for a while, so this is the closest that you're going to get at the moment. Yeah, I just forgot to mention, but it's really cool, so I thought I'd put it in. A lot of my viewers know me very well anyway, because I'm a very open person about my disabilities and like all of that kind of stuff. But I don't know if you know me that well as a person. Ha ha! So this book really lets you know what I'm like, and I'm kind of hoping that it will help you see me as a friend, because that's what I want to be. I want to be like a friend to my viewers, which sounds weird, but I don't want anyone to feel like they're by themselves. Ha ha! I know that I have a large audience of people who watch me who do have Tourette's, because it's nice to seek out and find someone that's like them. So there is a special chapter in my book dedicated to you if you have Tourette's, or a tic disorder, or anxiety tics, or anything under the big tic umbrella. Woo. If you have any of those things, tic disorder, Tourette's, anxiety tics, anything, there is bullet points in this book that I really, really, really want you to know. I know some people who have written a book and they've got a big following online. People have reviewed it and been like, well, they clearly didn't write this, they've got someone to do it for them. And that's fine. I can understand, you know, if they're really busy or they just, you know, just want them to do it for them. But I really didn't want that. This book is so personal. Ha ha! And just, like I said, it's very, very real, and that's exactly how I wanted it to be. Ha! And I can 100% assure you that all of this is written by me. Ha ha ha! I have worked so hard for 5 months. I have it all on my laptop, on my computer. Everything is written by me, I promise you. So, I think I've rambled on enough. If you have any questions about the book, you can comment them down below, and I read through every single comment anyway. I'm very good at liking comments and stuff. I like to pride myself in that. But yeah, that's my big announcement, guys. I've written a book. I hope I don't disappoint the hundreds of people who thought that I was either pregnant, engaged, or moving out. I'm not having a baby. It's also been really eye-opening for me. Like, I'm hoping that this book is eye-opening for the people reading, but for me it has been as well, because I have never been like a huge reader, but I never realised the work gone into a book. Obviously I knew that it was a very long process and that each book would take almost, or at least almost, a year to finish, which is how long mine will take. So if they reached out to me in November and then it's coming out the end of October, that means it will have taken almost a year. So it is a long process, but I just never realised when reading a book. I don't know why. I think it's because you just sit down, you enjoy the story, and then you finish it and you think, wow, that was really good, or whatever. But it's so much work, guys. But I have loved writing every single word. I say that honestly. There was a period where I got a little bit stressed thinking that I wasn't going to finish in time, or even at one point I thought, I'm going to run out of ideas, I don't know what to write. That never happened. I always had something to write because I have so many feelings, I have so much that I'm passionate about, and it's all in this book. I haven't told you every single chapter. There's quite a lot of chapters, I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of YouTubers say this, so it's gonna seem a bit cliche, but I really, like, you watching this right now, I just want to say a huge thank you, because without you giving me the publicity and all that stuff to be able to share everything with the world, this book company wouldn't have found me. And this book is just another opportunity to raise more awareness for Tourette's and FND and seizures and all my other disabilities and things that I have struggled with through the years. Sorry, that's Lottie, she's just cleaning herself. And for those of you who are animal lovers like me, there is a lot of description of my gorgeous animals. You get to know their characters a lot more, which I think is really nice. Oh, I just want to say, well done to these people who guessed what I was doing. Not many people did. They all thought I was pregnant or something. So well done to these people. Especially this person who actually had noticed the little slip-ups in live streams with my Tourette's. So well done to this person, because I didn't see anyone else say something like that, so good job. Yes, like I said, my link is down below if you would like to pre-order and be one of the first people to receive it. I love you all so much. Bye.